Have you ever noticed that after turning 60, the little things start to feel, well, a bit bigger? Maybe you catch your breath climbing the stairs, or your doctor mentions that your blood pressure is creeping higher than it used to be. It's something so common that many of us accept it as just part of getting older. But what if I told you there's a simple, everyday fruit that might help you keep those numbers in check? I'm talking about a humble banana, the kind you've likely peeled for breakfast 1,000 times, without realizing it carries some powerful benefits for your heart. When we think of managing high blood pressure, our minds often jump to pills, doctor visits, or strict diets, but sometimes the easiest solutions can be right in our fruit bowl. Bananas aren't a miracle cure, of course, but they do pack a nutritional punch that supports your cardiovascular health in subtle ways. Over the next few minutes, we'll explore 5 effective ways that bananas can help lower high blood pressure, using gentle, natural strategies you can start today. And don't worry, this isn't a lecture on hard-to-find superfoods or expensive supplements. It's about practical, tasty tips you can weave into your routine without feeling overwhelmed. Let's dive right into the first benefit, which has to do with one of the simplest minerals, potassium. You may remember from health class that potassium is an electrolyte. Basically, it helps your body manage fluids and maintain a healthy balance of sodium. Here's the key: when your diet provides enough potassium, your kidneys can flush out excess sodium more efficiently through urine. Since sodium tends to hold on to extra fluid, too much of it can jack up your blood pressure by increasing the volume of fluid in your arteries. By contrast, potassium gently nudges that sodium out of your system and promotes relaxation of your blood vessel walls. One medium banana can deliver around 400 milligrams of potassium, making it a delicious little helper in your daily heart health toolkit. Imagine your blood vessels as a garden hose. If it's stiff and clogged, the water pressure inside has to build up to keep the flow going, much like your heart has to work harder when arteries aren't as flexible. But when those vessels are relaxed and smooth, fluid glides through with less effort. I once spoke to Mrs. Thompson, a spirited retiree who told me she started adding a banana to her breakfast each morning after a routine checkup showed her blood pressure inching upward. A few weeks later, her readings were noticeably lower, and she even joked that her hose had softened up again. Of course, bananas aren't a substitute for any medication your doctor prescribes, but in her case, they made a welcome, natural contribution. Moving on to our second benefit, let's talk about magnesium and antioxidants. Bananas contain a modest amount of magnesium, another mineral that works behind the scenes to help your blood vessels relax. Magnesium supports the production of nitric oxide, a molecule that signals blood vessels to widen, easing the strain on your heart. On top of that, bananas bring flavonoids and other plant compounds to the table. These antioxidants help protect the delicate lining of your arteries from oxidative stress, which can otherwise promote stiffness and inflammation. Think of antioxidants like little bodyguards, neutralizing harmful molecules before they damage the walls of your vessels. Now you might be wondering how much banana you really need to reap these rewards. It doesn't have to be a bunch every day. A single banana added to your routine can be enough to tip the scales in your favor, especially when combined with other blood pressure-friendly choices like walking, staying hydrated, and keeping your sodium intake moderate. I know it sounds almost too simple, but sometimes these small, consistent steps add up to big changes over weeks and months. Mrs. Ramirez, another friend in our community group, swapped her mid-afternoon cookie for a banana and found that not only did her cravings for sweets lessen, but her blood pressure cuff started to read a bit lower, too. You might picture a banana merely as a sweet snack, but in reality, it's a multitasking fruit. It gives you quick, natural energy from its gentle sugars, so you can swap that sugary treat for something just as tasty but with added heart benefits. And who wouldn't enjoy the sunshine yellow pop of color on a breakfast plate or the smooth, creamy texture blended into a smoothie? Plus, bananas are easy on the budget and available year-round, so there's no need to hunt down exotic produce or pay premium prices. If you're still with me, you've already felt how something as simple as peeling a banana each morning can send your blood pressure readings in a healthier direction. We've seen that potassium helps flush out excess sodium and that magnesium plus antioxidants gently relax your blood vessels, almost like winding down after a long day. Now let's talk about another way bananas tip the scales in your favor: fine-tuning the balance between sodium and potassium in your diet. Imagine two scales side by side, one piled with sodium, the other with potassium. In many of our modern meals, the sodium side tends to get heavy. A sprinkle of salt here, a processed snack there, and suddenly that balance is way off. Bananas, by nature, bring a hefty dose of potassium without adding a lick of sodium, helping to restore that equilibrium. Studies have shown that boosting the ratio of potassium to sodium can be even more powerful than simply cutting salt alone, because it directly targets the body's fluid management system and helps keep your arteries supple. I still remember talking to Mr. Wu at our community center, who swapped his usual salty chips for a couple of bananas each afternoon. Within a month, his doctor congratulated him on a noticeable drop in his readings, and he joked that the banana had become his new, secret weapon against those sneaky milligrams of sodium hiding in his lunch. You don't need to overhaul your pantry overnight. Start small by choosing bananas in place of salt-heavy snacks. If you love your midday crunch, slice a banana over a handful of unsalted nuts, or mix it into some plain Greek yogurt with a dash of cinnamon. That little swap not only tilts your sodium to potassium ratio back toward balance but also keeps you feeling full and satisfied until dinner. And because bananas are portable and budget-friendly, you can leave the chips and crackers behind without any extra effort or expense. Now let's slide into our fourth banana benefit, one that might surprise you if you've never thought of bananas as a digestive aid. Each medium banana carries a good helping of dietary fiber, both the soluble kind that dissolves into a gel in your digestive tract and the resistant starch that behaves like a prebiotic. Soluble fiber can bind to cholesterol particles and escort them out of your body, indirectly helping your blood pressure by preventing fatty buildup in your arteries. Meanwhile, resistant starch feeds the friendly bacteria in your gut, encouraging a healthy microbiome that recent research links to better blood pressure control and lower inflammation. Take Mrs. Patel, for instance. She told me she used to struggle with sluggish digestion and cravings for sugary treats by mid-afternoon. Once she began blending a slightly underripe banana into her morning oatmeal, she noticed not only smoother digestion but also fewer snack attacks later in the day. Over time, her weight stabilized and her blood pressure readings settled into a more comfortable range. That's the beauty of fiber and resistant starch. They help regulate how your body processes both cholesterol and sugar, two factors that play into heart health more than most of us realize. In practical terms, you could try truncating your usual breakfast cereal by stirring in banana slices instead. Or whip up a quick smoothie with half a frozen banana, a spoonful of oats, and a splash of almond milk. If you're everywhere you go with a banana tucked into your bag, you're more likely to make that fiber-rich choice when hunger strikes, rather than grabbing something processed. Over a few weeks, these subtle adjustments add up. You'll find yourself feeling lighter after meals, more energized, and yes, your blood pressure cuff will likely thank you too. By now, you've seen how bananas work behind the scenes in multiple ways. They flush out excess sodium, relax your blood vessels, and give your gut the fiber boost it needs for healthier cholesterol management. All of these steps weave together, creating a supportive environment for lower blood pressure. And because these strategies fit seamlessly into your current lifestyle, no complicated meal plans or pricey supplements required, you can start today and keep going at your own pace. Next, we'll dive into the final benefit, a simple, perhaps unexpected way that bananas help you manage stress and support your heart's well-being. We all know how tension can sneak up on us, whether it's worrying over bills, fretting about family, or simply feeling the weight of the years. And when stress spikes, so does our blood pressure. Our bodies pump out hormones like cortisol and adrenaline that tighten our blood vessels and crank up the pressure. But here's where our humble banana steps in again, with a gentle hand on that stress response. Bananas contain a little something called tryptophan, which your body converts into serotonin, the feel-good neurotransmitter that helps calm your nerves and lift your mood. Picture that bright yellow peel as a tiny courier, delivering the raw materials your brain needs to keep you feeling steady and at ease. In the same way a warm chat with a friend can settle your spirit, a banana's natural compounds can nudge your mind away from worry and toward a place of quieter confidence. And when your overall stress level dips, your blood vessels relax even more easily, letting your circulation flow without unnecessary resistance. It's not magic, of course, and you may not feel the serotonin surge like a powerful wave. Instead, imagine a gentle breeze smoothing out the ripples on a pond. That's the kind of subtle, cumulative effect we're talking about. I remember speaking with Mr. Chin, a retired schoolteacher, who told me he began keeping a banana by his armchair. Whenever he caught himself dwelling on worries, he'd peel it, take a few mindful bites, and notice how the simple ritual shifted his focus. He said it became a little anchor, helping him pause, breathe, and let go of small anxieties. Over time, his weekly blood pressure logs showed fewer high spikes, which he cheerfully attributed to his yellow stress ball. Alongside tryptophan, bananas bring B vitamins, like B6, that support your nervous system and energy metabolism. These nutrients work together behind the scenes to keep your mood stable and your heart steady. So, the next time you feel your shoulders creeping up toward your ears, try reaching for a banana instead of a cup of coffee or a sugary snack. Not only will you avoid the caffeine jitters or sugar crash, but you'll also be offering your body a soothing, heart-friendly treat. And as you gently lower your stress hormones, you're giving your arteries another reason to relax, helping to sustain those healthier blood pressure readings. At this point, you've seen how bananas use at least 5 different pathways to support a healthier heart. They help flush out excess sodium with their potassium. They relax blood vessels through magnesium and antioxidants. They restore a balanced sodium-potassium ratio. They boost your digestion and feed your good gut bacteria with fiber, and they calm your stress response with mood-supporting nutrients. Each of these little gifts works in concert, weaving a supportive tapestry that helps your heart function with less strain every day. And here's the best part. All of this happens through small, simple changes you can start right now. You don't need to overhaul your pantry or spend hours in the kitchen. There's no complicated recipe to follow or expensive supplement to order. Just keep a handful of bananas within easy reach, in your breakfast nook, next to your favorite chair, or even in your walking bag when you head out for errands. As the days go by, you'll find that these golden fruits become more than just a tasty snack. They become tiny allies in your daily routine, quietly helping you manage pressure, support your circulation, and lift your spirits. If you've tried adding bananas into your meals and noticed a difference, let me know down in the comments. Maybe you discovered a new smoothie blend that leaves you feeling energized without the afternoon slump, or perhaps the simple act of peeling a banana has become your mindful moment of calm. Sharing those stories can inspire others who are looking for gentle, natural ways to manage their blood pressure. If you've enjoyed spending these moments together, please give this video a thumbs up. It really helps the channel grow and reach more friends like you. And if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button and ring the bells so you won't miss our next heart-healthy tip. We have plenty more simple, practical ideas on the way, all aimed at helping you live your best life after 60. Here's to celebrating every banana peeling moment, to small habits that lead to big changes, and to living your best life at any age. Take care of yourself, keep smiling, and I'll see you in the next video.